What are the chances of fresh elections in the next 12 months? Is there a chance of the election actually before March of next year?
It's really interesting because I think politically Labour would love an election really right now, and Conservatives are going to do everything to avoid an election right now. And I think if you're a gaming theorist and you look at what will happen, I think we're going to end up with actually a referendum rather than a general election. Because
but again, what are the chances? Is it 50-50? Is it 70-30? There's no real appetite for it.
I know there's no appetite, but how do you politically get out of the cul-de-sac they're in? And this is a problem. The two political parties are divided. Yeah. The referendum in 2016 was called to mend the divisions in the Conservative Party. Now we've got divisions in both main political parties. So a referendum then means that, or a people's vote, as I would call it, means that you can say back to the people, well, you sort it out. You didn't make up your mind. And I actually think, personally, it's the most democratic thing that can happen, is you say to people, you need to decide now, it's a clean vote on the real options. Yeah, because we didn't have that before.
The polls I'm looking at, and again, let's take polls with the side of caution, but the polls don't actually give a different outcome necessarily.
Depends. Well, no, actually depends on which polls you're looking at and who you're looking. But the pollsters, if you look at the YouGov poll, the latest YouGov poll, it is actually almost a mirror, but the other way. So it's sort of 51-52% remain. But that's not good enough, actually. And to my mind, it's actually got to be all three options to bring the country together. Because not only are the political parties divided, the country is divided as well. The conversations around kitchen tables are still very destructive to us as a country. So I would say we need to have a people's vote on all three options, which is whatever Mrs. May and the team can come back with, the deal we already have, and no deal. I think you've got to bring the country together, and then everyone can say, we've had our say on.
But isn't there a timeline problem with that?
No, I don't think so.
By the time you have the deal and you get to the kind of a
No, I don't think so, because what you can do is the bill will come back to Parliament in September. Yep. And if there's an amendment in the bill, in the withdrawal bill, that says there has to be a vote, the people have to decide on the next steps, then that can be sort of January, February next year. There is enough time to do it. I mean, if you look, the last election was announced, and then 7 weeks later we had an election in July. So you could do it with that sort of timeline.